Hey friends, it's Jenny, and we're in a new setting today, and I wanted to talk to you today about golf simulators. So the weather's changing. It was just the Masters, which is like a national holiday in our house. And a lot of people are interested now in installing residential golf simulators. So I'm here with Casey Tiesman. He's a Titleist, what is it?
Performance golf
coach. And he's gonna give us the details on residential golf simulator. So we have some questions. Ready?
Ready.
Okay, biggest question people need to know. How much space do you need for a residential golf simulator?
So a lot of it's going to be dependent on what you want to accomplish, but good size, usually you can get anywhere from a 10 to 15, or if you want to go really big, anywhere from 16 to 20 feet wide.
Why? Biggest question, because a lot of people have ceiling height issues. How tall does the ceiling have to be?
So it goes off your base, so if you're up higher, it's a little bit different, or if you're obviously ceiling height, but a good average is anywhere from 9.5 to about 10 feet to give you enough swing clearance to not hit your projectors.
Okay, speaking of projectors, I know they can go on the ceiling, or tell us our options for projectors.
There's really two main ways you can do this, is either floor mounted or ceiling mounted. Traditionally, most people are doing ceiling mounted. It really depends on your distance from your mount area, but you're looking at trying to get a short throw projector, and those can range from a good quality anywhere from 800 to about 5,000 if you want to get the tippity top.
And do some of the spatial requirements depend on the golfer himself or herself? Sorry.
Not so much on the height. Most people even tall athletes can get anywhere from the 10 feet range to get clearance. But what you want to look at is, do you have a left-handed golfer or a right-handed golfer? You're going to make sure that you have enough space to be able to accommodate both on that side.
Okay. And then power requirements in the space. What do you need?
General household outlets will work.
Okay.
Yep.
So the big question people are going to want to know is kind of price range. What's the minimum we can expect? What's, Mac Daddy?
If you want to go really big, you can go anywhere from 30 to 40,000 as far as your build out. Most people can get away with something. They make packages now for the actual system itself around anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000. You're going to then end up paying basically for your upgraded features, such as a better computer to give you better graphics, your flooring, or your hitting mat, which is something you don't want to skimp on because you don't want to risk injury through your ground forces, and then basically your actual simulator unit. There's many options out there, but you can go as small as anywhere from $500 up to a TrackMan style, which can go from 15 to 20,000.
Okay, so you just mentioned TrackMan. What are like the heavy hitters, manufacturers?
From a data standpoint, Foresight and TrackMan are still kind of the tippity top as far as where you want to be. There's Flight Scope, there's Full Swing, which is now Tiger Woods' new unit, but you can get anywhere from a good one, again, 500 to 2,000 on that range. There's Garmin, but those are mainly like the 5 that are most popular probably.
And you and I talked earlier about if you're just kind of dipping your toe in this, you could get like a swing net.
Yeah, so you start out, if you're looking just for data standpoints and actually trying to improve your golf, you can get just a really good hitting net. A really good one is called the Net Return, which is Bryson DeChambeau's hitting net. Your cheaper ones will end up, you can put a ball through the net and then damage your back as far as where you're placing it, your drywall or anything like that. And then you just use an iPad and your actual launch monitor, and then you can make it as cheap as you want.
Cool. So number one thing that you should not skimp on when you're investing in this kind of system?
Oh man. From a I say physical standpoint, it's your hitting mat. There are some cheaper ones, and then they don't give as much, so you get a lot of golfers' elbow injury, wrist injuries, things like that through hitting the floor a little bit harder. A good range one will actually do well with how much it gives out. It actually feels more natural to the actual flooring and actual grass, and you're going to save yourself some injury potential in that.
Golf widows, call me. We'll redesign a room while they're golfing. See you next time.